Yep. Zombie killing time. It's me killing time, or it's zombie killing time. Either way you look at it, it'll work. Both. Hmm.
Be advised, strike team is on the ground in the OZ.
Weaver, I'm having trouble reaching one of our data station research units.
Strike team, get to the specimen analyzer and investigate.
Hey, Frosty. Happy Friday.
This is it.
I wonder if that's what it is. My controller sensitivity just feels a little high. I don't know how to change it, though. It's all mouse shit. I wonder if I turn... Well, no. 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 Yeah. Yeah, I'm on the PC.
Just kind of wait on me.
That's why there's mouse and keyboard options. Well, there might be on Xbox. I don't know, but... I need that.
Best.
Hey, Billy. Oh, good.
Thanks.
Give me that. Shit. Shut the fuck up, Mangler. He just died in your game. That sucks. Yeah, that's hard to do. You almost need a second console or something so you can fire up a match and warm up again in the early rounds, and then, you know, get on your game that's going crazy, because it is tough. Like, you'll be used to that pace while you're playing, but then when you take a break and come back, you're not ready for it.
Science team is KIA. Strike team will resume the specimen analysis.
Roger that, Weaver. Strike team, grab the specimen and place it in the analyzer. The process is automatic and will transmit any genetic data to our labs.
Yeah, what round were you on? Thought there was another crystal. I thought wrong. 81. Oh shit.
Oh dear. The specimen's retained vocalization abilities. It's sending
Oh
out
dear.
some kind of signal.
Taking up enemy signatures.
Just dropping vests for days here. Get off me, bitch.
If they destroy that machine, we'll lose our valuable intel.
I hate hellhounds.
Definitely communicating. Alert another to this location.
Yeah, that's a long match.
Coming is what I mean.
This is it.
Hang in there. We've almost got it. Transfer just needs a little longer.
You're gonna try to enjoy gaming? What the hell is that? I hopped on the DayZ server last night and a situation unfolded. I had spawned in down by the coast, got in my helicopter and started flying towards Green Mountain. I was about 30 seconds into that flight when the server crashed. When I came back into the server, I was about 2 to maybe 3 kilometers away from my heli. I was able to run and get to my heli. And I said in the global chat that all this had happened, right? Well, some other guy was having a similar scenario, only his heli was not the kind of heli that you just go buy. It was one that he had got by collecting all the Aztec cards. So he was very upset that it was missing. And he couldn't find it. And so when the server... Well, then we were looking at an actual server restart as all this was happening. So I told him that when the server came back, I would go and try to find it. And so when it did, I did. And then he had been up by the heli trader, so I went up there to go try to find it. Well, there was a heli in the water at the heli trader, and I thought it was his, but it turned out to not be his. So then I kept going up north, and there's really not much map left north of heli trader. But I thought, you know, better look everywhere. So I went up there and just checked this one little fucking patch. And like down in this little tiny ravine, in this little crazy opening, was his heli. And he was so grateful that I had found it.
Just kind of wait on me.
If he wouldn't have been able to find it, I mean, there was no admins on, so the worst case scenario would have been that it actually went out of the map. And it was very close. Because I think it would have just killed the vehicle instantly. And then if the server would have restarted while it was outside the map like that, I think it would have despawned it forever. Now, I'm sure he could have contacted an admin and got it back later on, but it would have just been a big pain in the ass, so it was better to just find it. And it was pretty lucky that it was found in general, because I'd have to show you the spot, but it is seriously like the tiniest little spot. Standing there, you're only like 50 feet from the goddamn edge of the world, you know, and so it, like... The helicopter went flying on its own for like another 1,500 meters after he DC'd and somehow ended up in this tiny little hole. I think him and the people he was with, they were also flying around trying to find it, you know, and they didn't even look there. And he was the one that knew, like, you know, he knew what flight line he was on and all that. Like, I had no idea, so I was just kind of guessing. I've always been good at finding things, though. I should start some kind of recovery operation where I just go and find something that's missing. Like, doesn't matter what you lost, I'll find it. First, I need to go find my class ring.
Best.
One of two things happened in that scenario, though. Either somebody robbed me, and that's very possible. Somebody might have just took all my shit. And I thought that I jumped into the lake with it in my pockets. Or I took my class ring and my wallet out of my pocket. I took my wallet out of my pocket, put it in my front pocket. And I took my class ring off and put it in my front pocket. And then jumped in the lake. And then proceeded to lose all of it. So somewhere along this little sandbar in this one random lake out here, I need to get an underwater metal detector and try to find my class ring that I lost about 24 years ago. I had it for like a month. My grandmother was really disappointed because she had bought it for me and it was like 250 bucks.
As long as you are here.
Which that was back when gold was like $250 an ounce. Like this was a big men's class ring, you know, that was like white gold. Nice thing is I'll definitely be able to recognize it because it's got my last name and shit on it. I will shoot a stationary object. Oh, yes. If I lived down in Florida, that's all I would do. I wouldn't be doing this shit. I'd be fucking walking up and down the beach every single day with like a $1,500 Mine Lab fucking gold detector. And I'd probably make the money that gold detector cost every single day.
One of my Ethereum harvesters requesting strike team investigate. My team's already en route, Dr. Strauss.
Spend 3 nights in a haunted hotel? No, I don't. I'd probably spend about half a night. Oh, you little bitches. I don't even need this fucking Fury Crystal. What's up, Lewis? Oh, good.
Threat exterminated. That'll send a message.
Yeah. They're probably half dissolved into the earth, Lewis. Unless you buried them in sand or something. But if it's like some moist dirt, they're probably rusted up. Fucked. You'd be able to recognize them, though. But they wouldn't be probably worth anything. Maybe, though. Still be worth it to try. Some of those Matchbox cars are worth some insane money. I don't even know. Pisses me off. I remember seeing them, like, for cheap as fuck back in the day. Someone brought you guys Costco muffins. Lucky.
Strike team, finish harvesting the Aetherium. Find and return the Aetherium canisters to the extraction rocket.
Do be careful. Clearly my team failed in that regard. Do try to hurry. Aetherium degradation begins the very moment of harvested detachment.
Lewis made himself a little time capsule. We did a time capsule when I was a kid, but I can't remember when we were supposed to dig it up. And I don't know if anybody even knows it's fucking there.
Aetherium sample acquired.
You are now
What's up,
experiencing
Dylan?
restricted movement and impaired vision, yes? Aetherium crystals are not only heavy, their radiation is potent.
Yeah, I think they had decided to call it Cold War at the last second, but there is definitely imagery, there's emblems, there's a lot of stuff in this game that suggests it was going to be Black Ops 5. And I think seeing, so on the menu of this game when I went to play it earlier, it says Black Ops 6 is confirmed coming soon. And it says straight up Black Ops 6, which means that this has to be Black Ops 5. So it is absolutely confirmed that this is Black Ops 5. Even though a bunch of people would be like, no, it's not. No, it's not. It is. What's up? What's up, Boom?
That's the last of it, Dr. Strauss. Here, go for rocket launch.
Yeah, I think Frosty is in chat. Oh yeah, Boom hit a 99 on the gamble thing at like the last second last night.
Launching in 3,
He was all excited.
2, 1.
Satellite shows successful launch. Trajectory plotted. Packages on.
Have you ever played Red Dead 2? Yeah. I've beat the story mode a couple times.
Aetherium. I can hardly
The last time was just like maybe a year ago, or maybe a year, maybe 2 years ago. But I beat it with the max honor. I still think Red Dead 1 was a little better though, like story wise. And I really want to play back through Red Dead 1 now that I've played through 2 a few times, because you know, Red Dead 1, the events of it happen after the events of Red Dead 2. And having all the build-up story of Red Dead 2 going into Red Dead 1 makes it way more epic. And I'm telling you, Red Dead 1's story was already better than Red Dead 2's. Knowing Red Dead 1's backstory coming into it would make it even more epic as hell. Like, it's crazy, dude. I don't want to spoil it for anybody in case, you know, you've never played Red Dead 1, but it is awesome. It's really sad, too, but it's badass. Like, it's a really good story. I'm a big fan of Westerns. Those were kind of, you know, big hype when I was maybe a kid, maybe a little bit before I was a kid, but people still watched them a lot when I was a kid. So I, as a result, watched a lot of Westerns growing up. RDR2 is your favorite game of all time, absolute masterpiece. You're doing another playthrough with low honor. Oh shit. That's fun. I bet that's actually really fun. I mean, you might feel like a scumbag at sometimes, you know, but I'm sure it's got some funny moments to it.
For deployment. Affirmative. Strike team.
Have you played Red Dead 1 Spirit Box? It's still a lot of high expectations so far for Call of Duty. Black Ops 6, yeah, I know there's a lot of people really
Get to the ETA
expecting the new Call of Duty this fall to be really good because supposedly they've been in development for 4 years and blah, blah, blah. I don't buy it. I think the team's been working on Vanguard and the fucking DMZ mode and all this other bullshit, the new zombies in MW3. It's all the same people working on these games. There's no separate studios anymore. They claim to be, you know, but it doesn't work that way. And it's obvious in how each title is less polished than the last. And it just doesn't seem to matter who's in charge. Back on your PS3 days. See, that's what I'm saying. You should try to play through it again knowing the story of 2 now. Because it's nuts.
That's what I want.
It would be fun to really just play through them back to back, like play Red Dead 2 and then Red Dead 1 story, like back to back. No, Lewis, they're probably gonna drop the Gulf War thing and just call it Black Ops 6. It's the same game. They might call it Gulf War, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Gulf War is probably what they're gonna call it. Or they'll drop the Gulf War thing.
Solid kill, strike team. That's one less port threat to worry about.
Let's see, there's Secure. Never played Undead Nightmare. Excited for that too. I think I played it just a little bit, but I wish they would have done that for Red Dead 2. That's the only thing that sucks with Red Dead 2 is I don't think they did enough for the online. I was expecting, you know, in the story for Red Dead 2, there's hot air balloons. So I was fully expecting there to be hot air balloons at some point in Red Dead Online. And then just the way GTA is with letting you buy properties and all that, I was really expecting that, right? Like, we'd be able to buy little farmhouses and have, like, our own place somewhere in the world of Red Dead 2. Maybe, you know, add some weird, like, businesses to it, you know, the way they did with GTA. Like, you could raise horses or break horses or, you know, raise cows and drive cattle to different markets or something. I don't know. They could have done a lot with it. I think it's because they were just making so much money off of GTA still that they kept focusing on that. You know.
Firing in 3, 2, 1.
And the numbers, you know, just probably weren't enough on Red Dead to keep them wanting to, like, add crazy new stuff like that. You know, they're like, yeah, we'll just keep it simple for these few folks on there. You know, they've added a bit to it, I know, with the roles and everything, and but it's still, it's nothing compared to, like, GTA 5 and, you know, the online. And I think everybody knows there's a lot of potential there with Red Dead 2's online, but they just didn't do it. And it is sad, man. They could have done a lot. But it's still good, you know. I think, like, the best part of Red Dead 2 is the story. And that's, you know, if you haven't played that, then you probably just haven't, you're not playing the game right. Like, the limitations of the online are definitely outweighed by the greatness of the story mode. Like, the story mode is so fucking good.
Essence capacity at 25%.
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? I'm glad they changed it back, or they changed it to Black Ops 6 instead of Black Ops Gulf War. Black Ops 6 sounds better. I just don't like it being called Black Ops Gulf War.
Capacity at 50%.
I don't think Gulf War really generates the hype that they would think, you know? Like, the Gulf War in general was, I mean, it was a war, but it was, you know, very quick. It was like an overwhelming defeat of the Iraqi military. There wasn't much else to say about it, you know? Like, I don't know what the campaign's gonna be like, you know? Are they gonna have us participate in the Highway of Death? Because that'll be pretty fucked up.
One day we will be able to perform the conversion process from the safety of our labs. Until then, your assistance continues to be crucial.
Yeah, Red Dead is kind of it's a slow-paced game, you know? You're riding around on a horse versus, like, cars and jets and other games, you know? Like, when you want to go do something in Strawberry and you got to ride out there, it's fucking 15 minutes, you know? If you want to go do something in Paleto Bay on GTA 5, you hop in a fucking helicopter or something, and it's like, you know, 2 minutes. Let's see, I could pap that one time just to make it have some ability. I better grab Mule Kick. We'll leave that last perk because we'll be able to afford it. Boop! Was it in the Middle East? Was that your war? No. It was in Iraq, but it wasn't my war. Basically, in 91, Saddam invaded Kuwait. Well, the Iraqi military invaded Kuwait. Iraq's like the size of Texas. And then Kuwait's like the size of a county in Texas. You know, it's very small compared to Iraq. And Saddam rolled like 500,000 troops into Kuwait in 91. And, you know, Kuwait being as small of a country as it is, when I went there in 2003, their money was worth more than ours because they have so much oil under their ground. And that, I think, is why Saddam was trying to take over Kuwait, was to get that oil. And, you know, that was basically why we went in. I mean, it was also seen as a big international incident, I guess. So we went in, you know, the U.S. military went in 91. And apparently they sent more troops in 91 than they did in 03. But they sent a shitload of troops into, I think, Saudi Arabia. And they amassed there and then rolled in to Kuwait. And the Iraqi military said, fuck this, and started getting the fuck out of there because they were getting destroyed. And as they were trying to leave and go back to Iraq, they got caught in a column, like this huge convoy of hundreds of vehicles was driving up this one road in the middle of nowhere. And our Air Force and probably, you know, naval air assets, marine air assets, all of them dropped like an insane amount of bombs and shit on this column and killed thousands of Iraqis who probably would have gave up, you know, but there was no surrendering and there was no stopping the carnage, basically. And you'd have to look it up, but it's called the Highway of Death. They don't really talk about it much because it was pretty fucking gruesome. But that's kind of what happened to most of Saddam's armor and like his tanks and whatnot that he had that were functional got destroyed then. You know, and then in 2003 when we went in, there wasn't really a lot of that left. They had some tanks that they had actually placed, like, you know, in key positions along like bridges and routes and stuff, so that they could use them as like a stationary pillbox. You know, I think the turrets still rotated and the cannons still fired, but the tank was inoperable other than that. You know, these were like old Russian T-55s and shit. And so when we went in 03, that's pretty much, you know, what we had to contend with was a lot of like tank emplacements and then fucking, you know, just troops. Like, my unit never actually got into an engagement with any kind of tank. You know, we were a light armored vehicle, so we weren't supposed to do that. If we heard the words tank on the radio, it was time to get the fuck away from there. But there were times where, you know, you'd be going down the road, you come across a bridge, you look over about 500 meters off to your left in the tree line is a T-55 just sitting there. And you're like, oh, fuck, that's a tank, you know? And, like, you get that jolt of fear, like, oh, shit. And you sit there and look at it for a second and realize it's fucking got a giant fucking hole through the turret. And so we went over there and looked at it, you know, and we climbed all over one of these T-55s, and it had some big holes. I think one of our Abrams had took it out, basically, and, you know, probably a couple of days before we'd come through, or maybe, you know, the day before, I don't know, but sometimes when an armored vehicle gets blown up, it will have like a lot of armament, a lot of rounds and whatnot on board, and you can get secondary explosions and a fire that'll burn for days, basically, on a vehicle like that. But these tanks, I think, were so old, and, you know, they were like the color of rust, because that's what they were. It just sitting out there. Like, I bet you the turrets couldn't even turn anymore on them. But yeah, it was crazy. It was really crazy. But yeah, that may be one of the reasons why they're trying to shy away from the Gulf War moniker. Or, you know, maybe it will be in the goddamn game. Like the level no Russian in the old MW2, you know, that's got a pretty big shock value, and it wasn't even a real event.
Get the dimensional disruptor operational.
At least until a couple months ago at that theater. It's snowing in Dillon? That's bullshit. I mean, it can snow all the way into June in Montana. I've seen it. Seen it with my own eyes. Don't really have enough in the gun there. The way you said tons of it reminded me of a movie. I can't remember what it's called. It's the one where the guy's like up on top of the mountain and he's trying to snort all the snow because he thinks it's all cocaine. Phillipsburg got hit the hardest. Oh, good. I bet you there's all sorts of people that were like about to go there and dig crystals or dig sapphires.
You must help me.
Like yesterday it was 65 degrees. Today there's 2 feet of snow. Mother Nature's like, go fuck yourself. I don't like missing.
Just kind of wait on me.
You released me. I am at your service.
Once activated, Disruptor finds Apex targets with high Aetherium concentrations and extracts them from the Dark Ether.
Holy crap, John Hand has been a member for 6 months now.
Initiating firing sequence.
Thanks, John.
When it comes through, kill it.
Hope you're having a good Friday, dude.
HVTs like this.
Firing in 3, 2.
John is a man of his word. I appreciate that.
Brought some backup. It's running. Track it down. It's on the move. It's leaving an energy trail. Follow it.
I don't think I got enough death machine for this guy. Luckily, my shotgun is a death machine, basically.
Nice execution, strike team. Grab the residual Ethereum. You've earned it. Beacon location.
Heck yeah, John, I appreciate it, man. Hey, Rain, what's up, dude? Yeah, everything's going pretty good. That the DayZ server's gonna wipe on the 27th, you know, in like 3 days, so I'm kind of not wanting to play it much now because it's just like everything's gonna get deleted anyway. I could go unofficial and just try to derp around a little bit. DMZ is free. Yeah, I don't think I would play it, dude. I don't know. Like, I bought MW2, the newer one, like last year or whatever, the year it came out, and I was really unimpressed. Like the way they changed the name of the guns to just random bullshit. And well, for like the first 2 weeks there wasn't even combat record. You had no KD. Like they literally had none of the stat tracking in the game. Like that's how shitty it was at launch. And I've just, you know, I think this is the last good Call of Duty, and everything after it is just a shitty excuse for a game. And I really feel like it's our duty as gamers to not necessarily play bullshit, you know. And maybe DMZ's pretty good, but I'm not, you know, I don't want to play it, and I don't want to play the new Zombies because I think it's mediocre trash, and they should do better, and we should demand better as an audience, you know. It's Call of Duty has really slipped, like, from what it used to be. And it's just going to continue to get worse. Like, people want to complain about the launch of a game from year to year. Well, it's because we keep buying it, you know, and they keep adding stupid shit. Like, all these operator skins and all this dumbass shit that we got to buy that should just be unlocked through playing the game. It's not right, you know, and the more we buy it, the worse it gets. Like BO3, the year BO3 was the COD, they made $1 billion off of microtrans. And I guarantee they've made more than that each year after. Like, think about $1 billion just disappearing. It makes me kind of sad. Because I could go back 4 or 5 years and there was no such thing. Everything you unlocked in the game was through gameplay, and anything you could get in the game was unlocked through gameplay. Now you see somebody running around with something, you know you got to spend like $20 or $30 on it, maybe $80. They got some weird shit. Like they got quote-unquote microtrans in these games now that cost more than the game itself. That's not a microtrans. That's just a trans. But one of the main things is I can't really have much PvP, dude. I mean, I can handle like regular Call of Duty because it's somewhat arcadey and whatever. But if we're gonna be playing for like 30 minutes with the risk of losing our shit to other players, I'm gonna have a problem. My anxiety goes through the roof. My adrenaline also goes through the roof. Then my heart starts doing real things, like real bad things. I developed atrial fibrillation from playing PUBG because it was too fucking real. And then I had an actual heart attack 2 years ago. So I don't find it worth dying for. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna play a game that's kind of fun if it's got a chance of killing me. And unfortunately, that's a lot of games these days. Like, I would play PUBG to this day if it weren't like that. And I also can't play much Dead by Daylight because of it. Like, I play maybe 3 or 4 matches and I feel like shit. And then even games like, there's a game called Prop Hunt here on Cold War where you spawn in as a mop bucket and you gotta go hide on the map, you know. And I'm really good at hide and seek. Like, I'm really good at that game. And because I'll end up last alive and running around, zipping around for my crazy life, it's high anxiety and I end up feeling like I'm gonna die. So I can't play that shit either. It fucking sucks. I hate it. I wish I could play any game without feeling it physically. Because if I could do that, if I could apply the skill and knowledge I have of warfare to these games without the anxiety that I get with it, I think I would be one of the greatest fucking players ever. Like, I was pretty good at PUBG, you know, and this was back when PUBG really fucking sucked. And I don't know, it was hard to deal with because the game ran like a piece of shit on Xbox. But You're supposed to have warm weather this weekend.
Rover has crossed dimensional threshold. Dr. Gray,
Oh yeah.
Rift have ejected the payload. Get back to the rover.
we still need to find a stable breach. Continue escort.
That's damn near what it is, Lewis. I think pretty soon Call of Duty will be just the game. Like, you'll get the game title. You'll spend $70, $80 on just the game title, and that's it. And then if you want team deathmatch, you got to spend like $5. If you want kill confirmed, you're going to have to spend another $5. You want that starting rifle, you're going to have to spend $5. Anything in the game is going to be actual fucking money. Like, they're going to go the opposite with it, where everything used to be unlockable through gameplay, and, now it's like half and half, where you can buy half of it or fucking unlock half of it. It's going to be the opposite. It will be, you have to buy everything. Every fucking thing. And I'll still be sitting here telling everybody not to buy it. I regretted buying this fucking game because of how bad it launched, And it's only been in the last, like, well, it was like about a year after its launch that they made it playable or whatever. And I mean, it was somewhat playable in its days, but it got better, like, after the next Call of Duty came out. I can't remember which one came out after Cold War. But after that one came out, they kept patching this one, and for like another year, basically. And then it finally was really good.
We are receiving now. Well done, everyone.
And that's when I was like, yeah, Cold War's the shit. Because they've fixed it. And then, I kind of got suckered into buying MW2. I didn't get the Modern Warfare 2019 bullshit because I just knew that I didn't, I probably wouldn't like it. But I decided to get the MW2 shit, and I was just like, what is this, Like, they're making more money than they've ever made ever on that franchise, and they can't spend the money to have the rights for the guns anymore. Like, we've had that in, like, every COD forever. And now they can't do that anymore. So they got to name the guns stupid shit that's never, it's not real. It's like it would be like firing up Gran Turismo and finding that they had not, they decided not to buy the rights for any of the cars. And they just named them funky ass weird names that weren't real. Yeah, they're making half-ass fucking games and pawning them off as AAA, or in some cases, they're calling it quadruple A. And these games are not fucking worth it. I really don't like free-to-play because free-to-play is what introduced all this microtrans bullshit in the first place. Usually free-to-play also means pay-to-win, and I don't like that.
What is this?
We got the poison one. Oh, good. And we got some ray guns. I don't know. I think we'll wait for a Ray K. Fortnite. Goddamn Fortnite. I think Fortnite has definitely contributed to the death of gaming. A lot of free-to-play games do because, it's who's gonna buy a game? Like, what AAA company is gonna invest $100 million into a new graphics engine or whatever, a new gaming engine. What company's going to do that when there's all these companies just releasing games that are free to play, and people are just playing the hell out of them and spending all this money within their heavily microtransactioned fucking stores? I've been saying this, like, we're gonna see just a tapering off of innovation, you know, in graphics. There's just gonna be like a stagnation of gaming. Free to play will rule the day for probably 10 fucking years. And then gaming is just gonna die because it's just gonna be so bad and so, you know, so expensive that no one's gonna want to do it. And then it'll probably be rebirthed after, you know, some diehard, like, game developers just make games again because they want to. Not because of how much fucking money they can make, but because it's what they wanted to do. There's still games out there like it, but they don't, a lot of them don't have the money to market their games the way, you know, the big studios do. Or to fight legal battles. Like, Fortnite should have been sued right out of existence for what they did with PUBG. And the only reason they weren't is because they say Fortnite is a beta, you know, and so it's all subject to change. And so because they say the game's not really set in stone, there's nothing about the game that, you know, they're going to keep that way, right? And so I think they did end up changing it in ways to make it not quite PUBG. But, dude, in its early days, it absolutely was. And they flat out admitted it. Like, Fortnite was just a survival game, like a zombie survival game, and it was cartoony the way it is, and so people didn't want it. It wasn't a popular game. It wasn't anything. And then fucking PUBG come along, and they were in their, like, PC beta, and, you know, the developers for Fortnite said that they saw how popular PUBG was and decided that they wanted in on some of that popularity, and so they made a mode in their game that was identical to PUBG, down to the wording. No, PUBG wasn't technically the first, though, because technically the first was Arma 2 Battle Royale, which was made by the guy that made PUBG. So the guy that made PUBG started the whole thing. He started making a mod for Arma called Battle Royale in like 2013. And then he went to work with Sony to make H1Z1. He helped them make that, and that's why H1Z1 is a lot like PUBG. And then right after he did that, he went to work for Bluehole working on PUBG. So technically they weren't the first. And some people will argue that Minecraft Hunger Games was the first BR. But, you know, I don't know. They were about the same time. And the other thing is Hunger Games is a ripoff of the movie Battle Royale. So there's a movie called Battle Royale from like 2001. It's a Japanese movie. It was banned in the United States because in the movie, it's kids. You got a whole bunch of kids that are sent to this island where they all have to fight each other exactly the way you do in a battle royale. And in the movie, all these kids are like sitting in this gym. There's all these backpacks up at the front of the room, and one at a time their name gets called, and they got to run up to the front of the room, grab a random backpack, and run out and just go out into the woods and try to survive against everybody else. last one standing wins and gets their freedom or some shit. Hunger Games, the people who made that movie were definitely fans of Battle Royale or had seen it and decided they were going to Americanize it and make it to where it was, viewable in the West. But there were plenty of people, myself included, who had seen the actual movie Battle Royale back in the day. And I mean, it's gory. That's why it was banned in the U.S., because you got a bunch of kids fucking killing each other. And like in the movie, you'd get random weapons. Like you could pull out a pair of hedge trimmers, like just a pair of shears out of the backpack, or you could pull an Uzi out. Also in the movie Battle Royale, 2 of the kids end up teaming up so that they can win, and it's like the exact same ending as Hunger Games. So Hunger Games is a ripoff of Battle Royale. So Minecraft Hunger Games is a ripoff of Battle Royale, and whatever. Like, the people who made Minecraft Hunger Games clearly didn't understand that. Or they would have named it Battle Royale. Or they would have tried to make it a Battle Royale instead of Hunger Games. Yeah. But yeah, Fortnite came along and stole the idea of the Battle Royale. And then, they became the most popular because they're fucking free. Like, you got one game that's not free, and then you got another game that's free. Which game do you think people are going to get? Which game do you think is going to be more popular? Like, imagine if you had dumped your heart and soul into making a game for, like, let's say 10 fucking years. And then you're about to release it. It's in its pre-release state. The world is exposed to it, and they're all in love with it. They think it's the greatest thing ever. And then this other fucking company, this big fucking company, comes out of nowhere, completely copies your idea, and then just puts it out there for free. That's what happened. That's why I've never, ever played Fortnite. I understand, there's a lot of people that don't see it this way, and maybe they just don't understand it this way. And so they have played Fortnite. Maybe a lot of people don't give a fuck, because it's such a popular game. If you don't play it, it really does hurt your channel. So, in a lot of ways, I think to play Fortnite is to sell out, whether you know it or not. That's my rant.
One of my mobile harvester teams has gone missing. I trust you can assemble a search party.
Transport located. Strike team inbound to investigate.
I'll never understand how you got these bigger Call of Duty influencers or streamers, whatever, that fucking will sit there and promote games like Vanguard. Shit. Just shit, right? And they'll tell everybody to buy it, and everybody figures out that it's shit when they buy it and play it. But it never hurts the reputation of these channels. They'll go on to the next Call of Duty and tell everybody it's fucking awesome and to buy it, and it's shit. And then, maybe after like 5 or 6 years of doing that, they'll finally admit that the franchise is going to shit. And they'll stop doing it. But the problem is there's always some other sellout just waiting in line to pick up that torch and take off running with it. Like, everybody wants to be the guy getting called out to Call of Duty Studios to test gameplay early and all this shit, right? I'd tell them to stick it right up their ass. I'd say, you want me to test your game? Stop making your game for about 4 years and then fucking get back to me. tired of the cookie cutter bullshit. Like, each Call of Duty... There's a fucking radio ad on GTA 5 that makes fun of Call of Duty, and it becomes more true every fucking year.
Find the other vortex so we can complete the mission.
It's like, it's called Righteous Slaughter or something like that. And I know at the end of the ad, they're like, This game is rated PG for pretty much the same as the last game.
Hurry, the vortex could vanish at any moment.
As I sit here playing Call of Duty. Like, what an asshole.
Now deliver the samples before containment failure. These harvesters were not
Oh,
designed
yeah.
for primordial Ethereum.
Stop throwing your meat!
Primordial Ethereum secured. You've got the green light.
A friend and you are going to go watch another friend run a marathon this weekend?
Launch sequence in progress. All systems go.
Awesome. So you're basically going to stand on the side of the road and watch your friend run by. Are you guys going to stand at the finish line?
Satellite confirmed.
Maybe it's like a route where you could be in multiple places throughout it.
Step closer to unlocking the secrets.
That'd be kind of fun. Like you start at the beginning, and then you see him go by, and then you haul ass and go somewhere else along the route and see him go by.
Meet when ready.
And you got to do that. Like try to get to as many places along the route throughout the race as you can, so that you can keep seeing them. Maybe have like a little paper cup of water for him at each spot. You have to walk a bit to get there. So basically, you're going to stand there and wait for about 2 hours to see them come by. You're going to stand there owning a fireworks stand and tell me you ain't got the good stuff? He's running like 10K. Oh, so that won't take that long. That's only like 6 miles. Maybe a little bit more. It isn't anything you would want to do? Yeah, right. Get out there and run, Frosty. It's good for you. I'll follow you if you run. I'll run. I'll do like Forrest Gump and just one day start running.
We've identified a crystal power node in your vicinity.
Coordinates received. Strike team, find the power node and neutralize it.
I was thinking about doing that, but walking instead. I'll start walking across the U.S. carrying a flag. Nothing else. Rely on people's kindness and charity to get me by. I think there's a bunch of different ones going at the same time. Some are only doing 5K and others like a 25K. Well, if it's a marathon, you're doing 26 miles. I'll go wherever the goddamn I please, and I'll probably go to California first. Hell, I'll go straight through Oregon on my way down there. Motherfuckers. I didn't say I wouldn't knock some motherfuckers out along the way. Touch the flag. You're getting laid the fuck out. I'll gladly go to jail. I ain't got nothing else to fucking do. Fucking bunch of commie motherfuckers. I was watching a protest last night, and there was a guy there holding an American flag, and then all these fucking leftists were sitting there calling him a bootlicker and all this bullshit. And I'm just like, at what point do they start hitting him and trying to take his American flag? He's clearly a veteran. I'm sick of these motherfuckers, man. And then they want to act like they're our fucking friends. Fuck you. You fucking commie fuck. Like, for real. I'm just gonna start singing fucking Jesus Loves You every time I'm near these motherfuckers. Just to watch their fucking skin crawl. I'll be like, stop him, I can't take it. Ah! Like, I might just get a hymnal and start packing that around and just start going a cappella. I like a lot of hymns. I'll go hard with it. I'll start singing it like death metal. I don't give a fuck. I'm crazy like that. I'm gonna get a bullhorn too. Yeah, Frosty, I see that. I see that. Get a bagpipe too, dude. If I could learn to play an instrument, it would probably be the bagpipes. They are fucking majestic. Shit, we're out of ammo. Oh yeah. Oh shit, don't bite me. Ow, you whore. I said don't bite me. Ooh. Give me that. This is bad. I remembered I have a war machine. Fuck. It didn't matter. That's alright, I'm just gonna hang out down here. Italian sausage? And a meatloaf for lunch? Oh yeah.
We have them. Signal locked. That
Callie's
console
gonna
has a
want
shadow.
meatloaf now.
Take your time.
Because it was
Station
mentioned in chat
We're on foot
again.
now.
Beacon location has been identified.
You want to get some Taco Bell for lunch? Fuck, that sounds good. It sounds delicious. I'm having a salmon burger? Fuck! When? Tonight? I don't want that.
Weaver, my team has put the...
The team is on their way. We'll get that rover to the breach point. Target confirmed as Omega. You're authorized to engage.
I don't want salmon burger. This is my sad face. I should do the faces of Cartman calendar, and it will be 12 different emotions, all the same face.
That rover provides vital data on the dark ether and its impact on organic matter. Make sure it safely crosses the dimensional plane.
Yeah, or even a junior dirty burger or something. Instead, I get an old Blue Jay. You're eating an Oreo donut for dessert? Fuck. Where'd you get that? So is it like an Oreo that you remove the center from? You just take like a hole punch or something and knock the middle out of an Oreo? Whoa. Coconut shrimp.
Anomaly identified. Moving to intercept.
It sounds pretty good, I guess.
Rover systems just crashed. Rebooting now. Stand by. Systems online. Ready to move. Approaching anomaly. Scanning for stable energy transfer.
Or we could try to have
Error.
that Euro meat and
Resuming scan.
the chicken and try to make some sort of Euro concoction with chicken and that stuff we got from Costco. Yeah, Dylan, I don't know why anybody eats that shit, dude.
Massive dark ether energy flux detected. Moving to intercept. There's our breach. Get through it and we should be golden.
One last push.
I'm not even really a big fan of grits. Like, when I lived down in the South, everybody'd be like, oh, I gotta have my grits. And I'd just be like, what is this shit? It's like mush, dude. I'd rather just have some fucking oatmeal or some cream of wheat.
Payload is through. Dr. Gray, what's its status?
Affirmative. Escort successful. We are
We don't have
receiving
pita
now.
bread? Oh
Welcome,
man, too
everyone.
bad there's nowhere in the world to get that.
Beacon site has been located, strike team.
If only somebody we knew went to a place where we could get something like that. If only. He isn't getting home until 8. Oh, good. Well, what's he gonna eat for dinner? You know, we could wait and have it when he gets home. Eight's not that late. We could eat a late lunch or something.
Fever, Energy Research has lost communications with an Ethereum Harvester team.
My team's already en route, Dr. Strauss. Harvester team is KIA. You'll need to complete the extraction process. Search the area for those harvesters. Disengage the Aetherium canister and bring it to the rocket.
I only hope your team proves less fragile than my own. Make haste, strike team. Ethereum degrades quickly. Purge the harvester. The canister.
Sample acquired, Dr. Strauss.
Besides being quite heavy, Ethereum emits unique radiation. It will impair your vision and movement.
Sample secure.
I was gonna drop it, but I forgot. Then we gotta get the other one. Now we gotta do it the right way.
Copy that. Requiem control, proceeding with launch. Launching in 3,
Let's go.
2, 1. Systems show good burnout. Rocket on course for delivery.
Finally, once I have the Ethereum, my work may continue.
Beacon site identified. Proceed when ready.
Armada.
Weaver, our disruptor satellite has good alignment. Ready to breach.
When fired, the disruptor satellite will breach the dark ether and draw out an Apex HVT. We're on it, Carver. Uplink terminal should be just ahead.
When it comes through, kill it. The Horde takes orders from Apex HVTs like this. Connection established, systems nominal. Locking target. Initiating firing sequence. Firing in
And
3,
boom, roll to 75.
2, 1.
Oh, good.
Cut the head from the snake, Turkey.
Looks like it's not alone.
Get back to it. I want that threat eliminated.
The game runs different on PC.
Do not
Definitely
let
has
it
some
escape.
weird pauses.
That's one way to split the difference.
Apex threat eliminated, Carver.
Good work, strike team. Collect any Ethereum left behind. You'll need it.
The beacon's nearby. Activate when ready.
Collateral. Wish I could go higher than that. I don't understand. I thought this monitor was like 144 hertz. So
Energy research
I
requesting
think it
strike
is,
team assistance.
but it may
Infantry
be
mobile harvester team
that
has
it's
begun.
not. It might be just 60.
You'll search the area and find your team, Strauss.
It's weird because up in the corner, I got the FPS tracker on. It'll stay at 60 throughout the game, except for when I warp. When I warp, it goes up to like 1,000, which is weird.
Looks like the infected beat us to the transport, Strauss. My team will handle the op. Strike team, locate the Dark Ether vortices. There should be one nearby.
That is unfortunate. I hope your team possesses the intelligence my own did not. Harvesting the primordial Ethereum is of paramount importance. We rarely get to study it at this stage of development. There's the vortex. Do not be shy. Extraction is an intimate process. You have lost power, yes? That the vortex's electromagnetic field. It should be restored once the harvester has finished working. They're halfway there. That team. Find the other vortex so we can complete the mission. Get close. Time is of the essence. Be warned, the harvesters were not designed for primordial Ethereum. Containment failure is likely. Get them to the delivery site.
God. Truck was not wanting to work.
Primordial Ethereum secured. You've got the green light.
Control. Extraction rocket cleared for launch.
Launch sequence in progress. All systems go. Launching in 3, 2, 1. Satellite confirms the rocket is en route to delivery site.
Primordial Ethereum remains a mystery. These samples will help evolve our understanding.
Beacon site identified. Proceed when ready.
scientific research unit at a mobile data station in your region.
Strike team, proceed to the coordinates and assess the situation. Your team has been eliminated. Looks like they were preparing a specimen for processing. We'll complete the scan.
Take the specimen to the analyzer. Once placed, genetic data will begin transmitting via satellite.
Just kind of wait on me.
That's not good. Not good at all. Specimen's still active. I think it's sending out a signal.
Picking up enemy signatures. A lot of them. Protect that machine.
Data station is under attack. Keep them back.
A little bit.
Tough night.
Remarkable. It is communicating.
I mean, it is nice to play this though, because I haven't in a while. Need to see Killer Mike. Yeah, I'll have to do that probably. I don't know when it is. Is it in June or
Just
something?
need a little more time. Specimen analysis nearly complete.
I feel like the game released in June. Oh, good. Two of these motherfuckers.
Analysis complete, Bray.
All genetic data collected. Our lab boys will appreciate it.
Anomaly site located. Activate the beacon to proceed.
From the 4th to the 13th is double blood points. Oh, good. Good.
This is Dr. Strauss. Essence conversion modules are prepped for deployment.
Strike team, head to the coordinates and proceed with the ECM launch.
You must siphon essence from infected specimens. The capsules will convert the material into one of many dark ether objects.
Coordinates locked in. Initiating deployment. Firing in 3, 2, 1.
Maybe.
I always loved this part. Look up. Here they come. Get away from there. The rocket exhaust will incinerate you if you are too close.
Establishing
Landing gear
plasma
deployed.
field perimeter.
Once the module establishes the plasma field,
Plasma
you may
field
commence
perimeter
extraction.
established.
There we are. You may proceed with your killing.
Make sure the module stays in one piece.
Essence capacity at 45%. Essence capacity at 50%. Essence capacity at 75%. Essence capacity at maximum. Essence capacity at 25%. Essence capacity at 50%. Essence capacity at 75%. Capacity at maximum. Beginning conversion process. Conversion complete.
One day we will be able to perform the conversion process from the safety of our
You made the
labs.
crust?
Until then,
Oh,
your
good.
assistance continues to be crucial.
Did it turn out alright? It seemed like it didn't work, but it came together in the end. That's kind of how it is. Like, it should, when you dump it out onto the counter, it should just be like a crumbly mess. And it should feel like it's too dry. And then you got to roll it, and when you roll it, you know, and flatten it out, that's what starts to hydrate all the dry parts, because there's butter well within, you know, all of it still. And it's just a matter of like flattening it all out, you know. And then you got to get some pastry scrapers as well. Like, those make a huge difference in what you can do with that dough. You need 2 good sized pastry scrapers. They're also great for cutting dough. You know, whether you're making cinnamon rolls, you can use them for cutting pizza sometimes in a pinch. Like, they're handy little tools. It said only a few minutes in the oven, but you think it could have went a few more minutes? Yeah, you probably should have cooked it. If it was what you described, it sounded like you needed to fully cook the crust, which would have been like 20 minutes. Or maybe about 15. Doritos nacho cheese pie crust food hack. Lewis, that's not a bad fucking idea.
Photon
So it might have been a little doughy.
My team's on it, Carver. Consider it done.
But you tried at least. Yeah, you would have wanted it to be browned. Like it would have looked like, you know, the cooked edge of a pie crust. It would have looked like that across the entire surface. Well, if you use pie beans, that's not necessarily true. But if you use a glass pie pan, you can see through it and you can see the bottom of your pie crust. And if it's not browned, it's not ready. You know, if you're doing like a cherry pie or an apple pie, something that's filled, then you want to usually not even pre-bake the crust, or you might do it for 5 minutes just to stiffen it up for the filling that's going to go in it. But then you're going to bake it for, 30 minutes or something with the filling in it. So, a pie crust can take some length or some time in the oven. Frosty, you fucked up. Maybe I should try to make what you made. I am hungry. What was it again? What is the name of this dish? I'm gonna take it on as a challenge. Get out of my face! Make a turn. It was lemon box pie. Yeah, what you were trying to make. What you tried to make. Lewis? So bye, Miss American Pie. Oh shit, this is bad, this is bad. What, I only had one shot on my fucking war machine? That's not fair. Oh, it's about to go down. What was that? Oh, I need that. No! I was trying to climb over the salad bar, not become part of the salad bar. You sons of bitches. Well, it's in my nature, I guess. Oh, I really wanted that. Lemon ice pox pie? That doesn't sound good. I don't want pox.
Comms back online. Power node destroyed, Carver.
Do I get chicken pox from it?
Infestation dissipating.
Or lemon pox? What the hell are lemon pox? That sounds worse than chicken pox.
Anomaly identified. Head to the site.
Peter, yum! Pox! You can get chicken flavored? Nice. Your phone likes the word pox over the word box. That's weird. That means you type the word pox more than you type the word box. Just don't get the small kind. Roger. Yeah, we don't want the smallpox. We've got 2 downs. Maybe you have had pox and so have your friends and we text all the time. Oh, good. You guys are like, instead of corn pops, it's corn pox. And you're like, I gotta have my pox.
I'm having difficulty establishing comms with my harvesting unit in your area.
We'll investigate, Doctor. Strike team sending you the coordinates.
I had chicken pox when I was a kid. It was stupid. I remember it being really itchy and stupid.
Harvester team is KIA. You'll need to complete the extraction process. Search the
Oh my god, I don't have perks. What the stone fuck am I doing?
and bring it to the rocket.
Oh shit.
The dangers. I trust your team.
I underestimated the dangers.
Do try to hurry. Ethereum degradation begins the very moment of harvested detachment.
Rookie mistake. Big time. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm lucky. I'm lucky I was able to get him.
The unit in order to release the canister.
I am a little rusty at this. After like a month of not playing it, I've lost my mind. I totally forgot how to play it.
Sample acquired, Doctor.
I'm looking back at my titles and it was like, Zombie Cartman is the Outbreak Master. Then I stopped playing it for a month and now I look like an idiot. An idiot!
Operator has dropped a canister. Sample secure. Strike team has secured all Ethereum canisters.
Control, proceed with launch.
Internal guidance, solid check. Starting launch procedure. Launching in 3, 2, 1.
The ritual must be complete.
Rocket path trajectory holding steady. Package expected at 0300.
Probably not going to be up here, but you never know.
Fresh Ethereum. I can hardly wait for its arrival.
Beacon site identified. Proceed when ready.
21. At least we didn't go down from our stupid mistake. It was just a little bit of a oh shit moment. No big deal.
Field ops. Energy research has lost communication with the mobile harvester team.
Transport located. Strike team inbound to investigate. That's an Omega helicopter. You're cleared to proceed.
I know. I gotta make some fucking lemon pox pie ASAP.
Your men are gone, Strauss. My team will complete the transport.
Oh, Scheiße. Hurry, please. Take the transport to the first extraction site.
Locate the Dark Ether Vortex to begin extraction.
Harvesting the primordial...
I want a 1990s Hostess cherry fruit pie.
Get to study it at this stage of
1990s version, though. And it can't be today, because that would be a really old pie.
located
So we gotta somehow go back to the 90s recipe
remote extraction.
and make me a pie.
Kinetic energy from the vortexes disables the transport. You must protect it until the harvest is complete.
Gotta wait on.
Good work. The second vortex should be nearby. Get in range. The vortex won't hold for long.
Extraction at 75%.
Primordial Ethereum is extremely volatile. Hurry to the delivery site so it can be stabilized.
Primordial Ethereum secured. You've got the green light.
Assets secure.
Pumpkin pie is good. And actually, we've got like 3 or 4 cans of pumpkin pie filling in the cupboards. I was looking at it the other day. I was like, man, we got some pumpkin pie shit.
Systems show good burnout. Rocket on course for delivery.
Primordial Ethereum remains.
Pecan pie is good too.
These samples will help you.
Some pecan pie.
Beacon site identified. Proceed when ready.
When I lived down in Texas, there's this town down there called Groves, and it was called Pecan Groves. And there's a shitload of pecan trees just all in the town. And like the city's Chamber of Commerce or something, they do this big thing every year called the Pecan Festival, and they'll go around town hiding golden pecans that are worth thousands of dollars. And they put hints on social media, and then people try to go around and find the golden pecan. They usually do like 2 or 3 of them like in one night or something, or maybe it's like throughout the the weekend that they do this on, but it's like they'll do it 3 nights in a row, with each night somebody finding a golden pecan. And they're usually hidden, like, you know, in different city type buildings or whatever, parks and shit. It's pretty cool. You have to really know the town well to understand the clues that they're dropping. And I did not. I wasn't from around there. Wave 19, we got another holdout. Oh, good.
Will be neutralized.
That crystal is accelerating the Ethereum infestation of this region. Blow it back to hell.
I was trying to drive out of there. I do like Call of the Dead. I like Cold War, though. I'm going to start calling it Old War, and then I can play it and no one will judge me. Because I'm old, it's old. Been watching some true crime documentaries, and now you can't sleep. Oh yeah, you're getting into the murder prawn. Pretty soon you'll think you could kill somebody and get away with it. Old War. They call it murder prawn, or you know, the other word. Uh-oh. There's an abomination marching his ass up here. Yeah, let's get that. Are you not dying? He died. No. That's alright, we'll just hang out down here. Got plenty of time. I'm just gonna chill. Yeah. Did the Megaton go outside up there? What the hell? He's like, yeah, it's over. We got that son of a bitch. Stomping around here. Oh no. What? I tombstoned. And I didn't revive myself in time, and then it just killed me, and because I was in the revive state when I warped, which makes no sense. But that's what happens, apparently. Look, it says BO6 confirmed. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is coming soon. Tune into the worldwide reveal during the Xbox Game Show on June 9th at 10 a.m. Pacific, followed immediately by the Black Ops 6 Direct. Oh, good. Man, what the fork was that, you guys? I quit. This is bullshit. What a failure. What an epic fail. You just ordered us some creek shoes? Some crick shoes? Yeah.
Well, I've always liked the monster within. I like the zombies being us.
These must be broken. Better see if we can find a new one. Oh boy. Here we go. This water is freezing.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do the backwards movement. No.
Out of my face.
Shut it, George. Oops. Eh. Do. I actually really like dead ups. I'm not good at it though. It looks good on here too. As good as dead ops can look, I guess. I don't need to play it though. Damn it.
Well, I've always liked the monster
Well,
within.
I've always liked the monster within idea. Good. Now I'm somebody else. I can't remember. Who is this guy? Rooker? Michael Rooker? Most recently, I think, played Merle on The Walking Dead. He's angry. Oh, then you didn't see Merle. Well, maybe. I can't remember if he's in the first few seasons or not. I think they didn't introduce his character to like 4. But he's in the early parts of the show. You just don't know about it, apparently. But his story is pretty fucked up. Basically, there's a part where he gets handcuffed to a pipe on the roof of a building and left there. And then his brother is Daryl Dixon. Is he on the roof in the first season? I can't remember. I can't remember the first season that well. Okay, yeah, you don't really get to see what happens to him, though. And then it's like way later on. Yeah, I'm playing as that guy. Michael Rooker. And I'm dead as Michael Rooker. He was happy that the fog had lifted as he died. We killed 10 zombies, though. That's 10 to 1 odds. It's like a record. It's a world record, maybe. Do I have to do this every time? Yeah, I do. Fuck. I think putting the FOV to 90 is what's screwing me up. Because I'm used to it being like 80 or some shit on console. And when I put it to 90, it does give me more of a like wide-angle view, but it also makes it to where I'm closer to the zombies than I think I am. I just have to get used to it. Like, I'm not really 100% sure of my range, like with melee and stuff, which makes it to where I end up getting too close to things. Ooh, the stream was disconnected there for a second. You guys might need to refresh. There was some extreme buffering going on. Yeah, I think it just did its daily bull crap. I swear it's like every time, or, you know, it's every day around this time of morning. It'll just drop out. We didn't go anywhere, though. Looks like we're still Rooker, at least. Ow, you son of a bitch. Come out of nowhere. Scary. It's very scary. Yeah. I like the points. I'll play nice and slow for some extra points. I don't care. I'm not trying to go to round 99 or some shit. Oh shit.
Tired of dying yet, zombies? Get off more than you can
Tired because you stayed up watching true crime about this girl who was stabbed while alone, house sitting by her two friends. Did you hear about that case? It was like a couple months ago where this guy went on like a rampage. Like first he killed, like he went over to his childhood friend's house and they all got stoned together apparently, and then he killed the mother that was like 60 something and the son that was his childhood friend that was like 22 or something. Then he went down the street, ran over and killed the mailman. Then he went into somebody's house and attacked a whole family. They managed to fight him off. Then he went into another house where he found a softball bat in the kitchen, and he went downstairs and there was 3 15-year-old girls in the basement, and he went to hitting them and he killed one and like critically injured or you know, he put the other two in the hospital. I don't know what their status ever ended up being. Then he left there, went and I think fought and killed another lady, or he was like chasing this lady down the road when like a bystander tried to help her and he stabbed that dude a whole bunch, and I think that guy fucking died. Like he killed like 7 people and like almost killed like 14 people or some shit. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
Okay, now it's time to make ourselves. Color me stupid, I'm not.
I expect it to be one. Have you? There's a channel on YouTube called That Chapter, Frosty. You should look into it if you're liking that sort of stuff. It's crazy. Where was that? I want to say it was in like Ohio or something like that, Zombie Boss, but I can't remember. Yeah, it's called That Chapter. He's like, my name is Mike, and on this little episode here, and then he'll talk about some crazy shit. It's a good channel. You'll get addicted to it. I probably won't see you for a couple weeks, but I understand. It's fucking awesome. Like that guy Mike is pretty good at what he does. Why is it that the Whammons are so into murder prawn? I think they like the bad boys, Lewis. And nothing says bad boy like a serial killer. I mean, why do you think there's women that will write to men in prison and marry them in prison? It's the same thing. It was Illinois. Oh, okay. You're be lurking. You were talking to your girlfriend?
Now that's how you do this.
Do, don't say do. Don't say. Soon to be GF. She's your GF as soon as you say she is, out loud.
Things ain't looking too good, folks.
Boom's like, no, I gotta wait until she changes her status on Facebook. You need to tell her about it. Boom. Boom's future ex-baby mama. Oh, yeah. Ooh, George is coming. That's not fun. Leave. Leave, Pack-a-Punch. It's close to leaving. It just left.
Finally, a break in the weather. Dog, this stuff just don't taste right.
Oh, it's George. No. Ow.
Oh no, guys, I'm a little out of ammo here. I'm gonna have to be slicker than eel if I want to get myself some more ammo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be deader than the door now if I don't get some more ammo here. I call bullshit on that. Zombies don't run. Color me stupid, I'm none of them.
Good to see you.
I've got less than 5 shots. I call bullshit on that. Zombies don't run.
Oh, I'm dead as fuck.
More ammo here.
No! I knew it. Knew it as soon as I stood up. I couldn't move. I stayed on the ground about a second too long. That'll happen. That's alright. I need to get ready for lunch anyway. And it's time for me to go. So I'm just going to quit now while I'm dead.
Years ago, I did research.
Make some pies. I might have to. I might have to. Ice box lemon pie. Roger. Right. Well, thanks for watching, you guys. Thanks for watching a little bit of zombie slaying action. Hopefully you guys have a good Friday. I might come back with something. Maybe. But if not, I'll see you next time. Bye.